The final silent tactic is the one that turns everything you've learned into permanent power: emotional self-governance. You become the ruler of your inner world, your reactions, your impulses, your thoughts. Manipulators only succeed when you abandon that position. But when you stay centered and grounded, nobody can pull you into their chaos. You respond with intention, never with desperation. Next comes the mastery of silence as strategy. Most people fear silence. Manipulators fill it with pressure. But powerful individuals let silence do the work, revealing motives, exposing insecurity, forcing honesty. When you can sit calmly in silence, others start speaking far more than they planned. Another final tactic: protect your internal narrative. Manipulators try to rewrite your story by exaggerating weaknesses or denying your strengths. But when your inner voice stays firm, "I am capable, I am clear, I stand my ground," you become unreachable. No external voice can overpower self-belief. Then comes the shift from reaction to observation. You stop reacting to words and start analyzing patterns. You study behavior, consistency, timing, and motive. This turns you from a target into a strategist. You stop playing their game and start studying it. The next tactic is one manipulators fear most: calm withdrawal of access. No shouting, no dramatic exit, just distance. When someone lies, distance. When they disrespect, distance. When they push, distance. Your absence becomes the consequence they never expected. Another elite tactic: don't respond to emotional bribery. Flattery doesn't move you. Attention doesn't seduce you. Guilt doesn't redirect you. Manipulators rely on emotional currency, and when it stops working, they lose control. And then comes the ultimate silent tactic: walk away from anything that threatens your peace, without explanation. No final speech, no debate, just a clean exit. Your peace becomes your throne, and you protect it without apology. Practice these tactics long enough and you don't just become hard to manipulate. You become someone who commands respect without speaking loudly. Someone who moves with quiet certainty. Someone whose presence shifts the entire room. This is the modern Machiavellian mind: calm, strategic, untouchable. If you want more content that builds your mental strength and makes you impossible to control, follow, like, share. Your evolution starts now. The real power of Machiavelli's psychology trick begins when you notice how people behave around someone they can't read. Humans hate uncertainty. It creates tension in their brains. And when you master controlled unpredictability, you become the source of that tension. People start overthinking everything you do. They analyze every pause, every silence, every small movement, and this puts you in the position of control without ever raising your voice. This is why Machiavelli avoided emotional transparency. He understood that the moment people can predict your reactions, they can also manipulate you. But when they can't read you, they become cautious, careful, even intimidated. They reveal more than they should just to feel safe. They talk too much. They justify themselves. They apologize before you even ask. That's the silent psychological advantage. Today, most people are emotionally loud. They announce their feelings online. They break their own mystery. They explain every decision. That makes them easy to read and easy to control. But you must become the opposite. You must train yourself to stay calm when others panic, silent when others talk, and composed when others react. This contrast makes your presence powerful. Here's the next layer of Machiavelli's tactic: strategic minimal reaction. When someone tries to provoke you, don't give them a reaction they can predict. Don't defend yourself, don't justify, don't rush to explain. Just stay neutral, quiet, and observant. Your lack of reaction forces them to expose their intentions. They reveal whether they're insecure, manipulative, or trying to gain power over you. And while they expose themselves, you remain untouched. If someone pressures you for an answer, delay it. If they want your opinion immediately, make them wait. If they try to read your emotions, let them guess. The more uncertain they feel, the more control you have. This isn't cruelty, it's strategy. People who can't manipulate you must respect you. People who can't predict you must treat you carefully. Understand this: In every conversation, the person who reveals less controls more. The person who asks the questions leads. The person who stays calm dominates. Your silence isn't weakness, it's positioning. It creates an aura of strength. It shows that you're not driven by impulse, insecurity, or the need to be understood. You're driven by intention, clarity, and strategy. Master this, and you won't just avoid manipulation. You'll rise above the emotional chaos that traps everyone else. The next layer of Machiavelli's tactic is understanding the truth behind human behavior. Most people don't want honesty. They want certainty. They want someone who seems confident, unshakable, and impossible to influence. And nothing creates that aura faster than a person who never reveals their emotional center. Machiavelli mastered this by controlling not only what he said, but what others thought he might be thinking. Here's the psychological mechanism. When you withhold information, people automatically fill in the gaps with their own assumptions. And those assumptions are almost always stronger, more dramatic, and more powerful than the truth. By saying less, you make them imagine more. By revealing less, you make them fear more. And by reacting less, you make them respect you more. This is why predators in nature move slowly, silently. Not because they're weak, but because the stillness itself is intimidating. Humans respond to this the same way. When you keep your center calm, when you speak deliberately instead of impulsively, when you move with intention instead of panic, people feel your presence on a deeper level. But here's what most never understand. Silence doesn't just hide your weaknesses, it magnifies your strengths. When you don't rush to fill empty space with noise, your words carry more weight. People listen. People mirror your energy. People slow down around you. And the slower someone gets, the more control you have over the interaction. Machiavelli used this to make others reveal their strategies before he revealed his. Now let's go deeper into the modern application of this. Every message you respond to instantly lowers your perceived value. Every emotional rant exposes your inner world. Every unnecessary explanation gives someone a blueprint to influence you. But when you become selective, when you respond on your time, in your tone, with your energy, you shift the power dynamic completely. This creates what psychologists call status gravity. People naturally feel lower around those who appear self-controlled and unaffected. They try harder. They respect boundaries more. They become more careful with their words. And they stop trying to manipulate you because it becomes obvious it won't work. This doesn't mean being cold or cruel. It means being intentional. You don't shut people out. You simply stop giving unlimited access to your emotional world. You stop being predictable. You stop being easily readable. You stop being the person who reacts to everything. Because here's the truth Machiavelli understood centuries ago. The world belongs not to the loud but to the calculated, not to the emotional but to the composed, not to the predictable but to the unreadable. And once you master this, people don't just treat you differently. They think about you differently. Put power in the hands of someone who doesn't understand strategy, and they will always destroy it. This is why a true Machiavellian never reveals the architecture of his mind. People love to copy what they think you do, but they can never copy how you think, and that is your true advantage. The mind is your fortress, and silence is the gate that no enemy should ever walk through. Remember this. When someone can predict you, they can control you. When someone can read you, they can disarm you. But when someone misunderstands you, they fear you. And fear creates distance, respect, and space. Exactly what you need to operate without resistance. Most people sabotage themselves by wanting to be understood. A strategist wants to be decoded only after the war is already won. Never forget, people judge what they see, not what you are. So give them a version of you that is useful. A calm face when you're planning storms, a confused look when you're calculating dominance, a humble posture when you're preparing the strike. The deadliest players are those nobody even realized were in the game until it was too late. Here's a brutal truth. Kindness without strategy is weakness. Silence without intention is emptiness. Confidence without discipline is delusion. But when you combine all three with calculation, you become a different creature entirely. A mind that shapes outcomes instead of reacting to them. A presence that influences the whole room without saying a word. A force that doesn't need approval because it already directs the direction of things. Your goal is simple. Build a mind that cannot be manipulated. Once your mind becomes unshakable, no loss can break you, no betrayal can shock you, and no enemy can reach you. People with emotional chaos are easy to move like pieces on a board. People with inner order become the player, not the piece. And here is the deepest cut. Most people want peace because they are afraid of war. A Machiavellian wants peace because he controls the war. Power is not about dominating others. It's about mastering yourself so completely that nothing external can twist your direction. If you stay consistent, strategic, patient, one day you will look around and realize that everything you lost was replaced by something more aligned. Everything that left cleared space. Everything that hurt carved structure. And every silent night you spent in discipline became a weapon sharper than anything they could ever throw at you. Because in the end, real power is quiet. And the people who truly have it rarely need to show it. There is a moment every strategist experiences. The moment when you stop chasing validation and start observing human nature like a scientist. When you detach emotionally, everything becomes clearer. You see patterns in people's behavior, weaknesses they hide, motives they deny, and desires they can't control. And once you can read these things, you stop fearing anyone because nothing surprises you anymore. Most people think manipulation is loud, aggressive, full of force. In reality, the most effective form is invisibility. Let people underestimate you. Let them think you're naive. Let them believe they're ahead. Nothing is more powerful than a mind that walks 3 moves behind in appearance, but 10 moves ahead in reality. This is how kings operate in a world full of pawns who think they are queens. You must learn something essential. Not everyone deserves access to your ambition. If you tell your goals to the wrong person, they don't just doubt you. They drain you. They turn your fire into fog. So speak less, act more. The people who doubt you now will rewrite their memory later and say they always believed in you. That's human nature. Don't take it personally, use it. Every empire starts with internal order. If your mind is chaotic, your life will follow. If your emotions control you, your enemies will too. But when you build a disciplined mind, you become untouchable. A Machiavellian doesn't react. He responds. He chooses his battles, his words, his silence, and even his anger. Emotion becomes a tool, not a cage. Here's a truth most people refuse to learn. Distance is a power move. When you pull back, people reveal themselves. They show you who panics, who respects you, who tries to pull you back, and who silently admires your strength. Space creates clarity, and clarity creates control. You must train yourself to stay calm when others lose their composure. The world belongs to the person who can stay centered in a room full of emotional chaos. When everyone is triggered, you stay strategic. When everyone is loud, you remain silent. When everyone is lost, You see the root. This is how leaders are made, not in comfort, but in storms. And remember, your evolution will offend those who refuse to evolve. Let it. Your growth is not supposed to make everyone comfortable. You are not here to fit into the world. They are here to adjust to the presence you're becoming. One day, everything you're doing now, the silence, the discipline, the grind, will position you above those who mocked you, doubted you, or ignored you. They won't understand how you got there. They'll say it happened overnight. But you will know the truth. Your rise was engineered in shadows long before it appeared in the light. Because real power is never loud. It is earned quietly and revealed only when you decide the moment is right. In the end, there's one lesson that separates those who rise from those who simply exist. Your life becomes unstoppable the moment you realize nobody is coming to save you. Power is not something you wait for. It's something you build, piece by piece, in silence, discipline, and clarity. And the truth is harsh. Most people never take control because they're addicted to comfort. They prefer complaining over strategizing, hoping over acting, fantasizing over transforming. But not you. Not anymore. A Machiavellian mind understands that progress is engineered, not gifted. Every decision you make, every boundary you set, every distraction you eliminate shapes the empire you're quietly constructing. While others chase approval, you chase mastery. While they want to be seen, you want to become undeniable. And eventually, the world bows to the undeniable. Remember this. The greatest advantage you'll ever have is becoming the kind of person who cannot be manipulated by flattery, threats, guilt, or fear. When your emotional core is stable, when your focus is razor sharp, when your confidence comes from your work, not from people, you become dangerous. Not violent, not chaotic. Dangerous because you cannot be controlled. Dangerous because your value comes from within, not from applause. People will test you. They'll push boundaries. They'll project their insecurities onto you. They'll try to pull you back into the version of yourself that made them comfortable. But once you upgrade your mind, there is no going back. Their version of you is dead, and they'll either adapt to your evolution or disappear in its shadow. Here's the truth most never face. Your future is not determined by your environment, your past, or your circumstances. It's determined by your standards. The day you raise them, your entire life shifts. When you demand more from yourself, life starts giving you more back. When you commit to excellence, mediocrity starts falling off. When you choose purpose, distractions crumble. And now comes your final shift. Stop thinking like a participant in your life. Think like the architect, the strategist, the one who decides the structure, direction, and meaning behind each move. Your story is not happening to you. You're writing it. Every day, every minute, every choice. If you made it this far, then you already feel it. Something inside you is waking up. A hunger, a focus, a force that was silent for too long. Don't ignore it. Don't bury it. Activate it. From today, think sharper, move smarter, speak less, observe more. Become the version of yourself they never saw coming. This is your rise. If you're ready for the next step in building an unshakable mind, follow the channel, hit subscribe, and step fully into the power you were meant to own.